The MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Arc Fantasy. They have a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5, $50 in bonus funds when you sign up at Arc Fantasy with the promo code MLB SGPN. And welcome, everybody, to the MLB Gambling Podcast here on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. It is currently Wednesday morning, August 20th, around 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm Rose Reichel, once again joined by Adam Roseberg. Together, we're going to write down our favorite props for the Wednesday card. Adam, how's it going with you? I know that, knock on wood, not to jinx it, you've been on a bit of a heater lately. What's up?
Very good heater lately. We had what we call on the show a super sweep on Monday, didn't we?
Well, you did, because I didn't sweep, but I know we hit the under again.
Well, yeah. In terms of plays, we got really excited about that. We hit the underdog and we swept the thing. That was awesome.
Yeah, I ended up going 1-2. I did hit the Olsen single at plus 130, so it could have been worse. But either way, you swept with the underdog. Shout out to Schwarber for coming through in his last.
He had 4 bases. It was great. 4 everything. It was great.
Yeah, but once again, a good episode overall. So can't complain.
By the way, for those just joining, did you hear that? Was their music the same as ours? Was it like hookah bar?
Yes.
Hookah bar.
I picked it. Yes. That's exactly what I picked. Yes.
That's great.
That's the vibe I was looking for at 10:30 in the morning.
I'm trying to find stuff live as we do things, which is
the thing about this platform, by the way, while you do that, is the fact that the sound, so the music that they have as background noise, they're AI generated. They give you certain categories like chill or rock, or they have a couple of them down here. Like, for example, they have down tempo, chill hop, hip hop, whatever. But they're all AI generated, so I don't actually know what it's going to sound like because it just changes every time. So chill resulted in hookah bar vibes.
It was good. I was very impressed.
I didn't choose the hookah bar option. I chose the chill option. And the rest took care of itself.
It was great. It was great. As we're doing this, I'm trying to see if I can find one last K-prop play. Ugh, I don't have to deal with the Colorado Rockies. By the way, just a tip to everybody: stay away from Coors games, just in general.
Unless you bet Ohtani home run and even money,
which actually was fair odds. That's the joke on all of that is that the fair odds for arguably the best player on the planet would be even money for him to hit home run. Would you disagree?
For Coors, I really don't know. It's really difficult to factor in what the odds should be when you get 4 bats in a game. Assuming Ohtani, though, is batting leadoff or around there, probably 5
batting
at-bats.
Leadoff, hasn't had one in a couple 7 games.
But I'm saying probably 5 at bats. You'd say normally 4 in a game. We'll go 5.
And he's a road team.
So, yeah. So that helps out, too. Look, at the end of the day, whoever bet on Ohtani ended up winning yesterday. Would I have bet on Ohtani at even money? Absolutely not. I mean, that's just not something I would do. I think that home run plays I would really not consider taking unless they're north of, I don't know, 2-1, 250 probably. But
I won't even do that. I'll do
3-1. That's what I'm saying. Like, the 250 would be Ohtani or maybe Judge in a good spot. But for the most part, I don't bet home run props looking for anything below around 250 or 3-1 because you're factoring in probably 4 bats and people underestimate how hard it's actually hit home runs. But, look, it worked out for the public yesterday who ended up backing Ohtani to hit one, but that would never be me. That's kind of the point I'll make. Fair?
Yeah. What did I do? I had a parlay that I used. I did Judge and Mountie. And it, obviously Judge came through. I don't know. Like for me, it's just because a home run is the sprinkle on top of the base play. And so I feel like it ends up turning into a 2-unit play if the odds are so low that I have to lay basically a unit to make a unit on both plays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much. You could also make the argument in theory that if you are going for one of the top tier guys, you're paying a tax no matter what. So you might never be getting the true odds that you should be getting. Like, I understand that it was in Coors, and I get Ohtani's, Ohtani, but do I think anybody should ever be even money personally for a home run? No. I just don't. Especially when you factor in Ohtani can be walked. Like, there are other factors at play, but would I ever take a batter with a home run prop starting in the 1s for odds? Personally, no. I would not.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that or no?
No. Not for me. Not my tempo.
Not my tempo.
Not quite my tempo. Not quite my tempo.
I see Joe mentioning home runs. I'm not against home runs. I know that Dylan, for example, on the MLB show, whenever I co-host with him, he doesn't really bother because he thinks that it's kind of a waste of money.
Who does?
I understand where he's coming
Who does?
from.
Who?
Dylan.
Okay.
But the point is that
For fun.
for fun we do it, but the point is Dylan acknowledges, like, I'm not very good at picking home runs, so why do you want me to give out, like, bad home run picks? Which I understand and, like, I respect, but I end up doing home run picks with Lonte. I gave out Jose Ramirez yesterday at 475. That got there.
Good
that
number.
was nice. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you also bet him long enough, like, so that everybody knows, you and I've been doing this for a while, and you and I've been betting home runs for like 2 years almost. But
for the record, you're a lot better at home run picking than I am.
Well, the thing is that the numbers this year are way worse than they were last year.
That's kind of my point, is that it feels like a lot of, I was going to get to that. It feels like a lot of these books have nuked the home run actual prices. So maybe in the past you would be getting the occasional 3-1 on Judge, and you're just not getting that at any point. So I feel like, once again, Ramirez is an elite player. Erod stinks, and I still got 475. Like, you can find good odds on good players, but there are some players like Ohtani, Judge, and even Raleigh now, I just never see a price attractive enough to take. That's kind of where I'm at with those three guys. But Ramirez came through for me yesterday, 475, so can't complain on that one. But either way, anything else you want to talk about? I wanted to mention the Ohtani thing because I feel like that was a polarizing topic for a lot of people. Going, well, he homered, so it was the right play and everything worked out. I mean, kind of, but it's even money.
That's not
the way.
That's not how betting works.
Not,
it's not that it worked out. It's that it's a market that you got for, like, if you overpay.
It's all retro capping. It's like,
if you overpay for, if something should cost $5 and you paid $20 for it and it was delicious, that doesn't mean it was worth $20. Things are worth what you will pay for them.
Yeah,
like,
you can throw
that doesn't equate. That's not the same as their value.
The comparison I'd make for a money line quickly is either maybe hockey season or even baseball at the end of the year, basketball. Basketball might be not so much because you tend to get a bunch of blowouts there, but hockey, you have teams at the end of the year laying like $5 on the money line because they're in must-win territory. The other team has nothing to play for. I'm not laying $5 on any team in the NHL. That's just not going to happen. So even if the team is favored by a ton because of motivation and they win the game, I don't think there's extra value. I don't think there's value on that. They're taxing you to hell and back for that.
Yeah. It's a difference between was something successful and was something valuable.
Yes. And I don't think a hockey team laying $5 in the NHL ever has value at minus $5. So I feel the same way about a home run play at even money. It's just not going to happen. Yep. But either way, a point is, wanted to mention that. I see Joe mentioning he'll start betting home runs when you get a no option. There are some exchanges that have no options.
Yeah.
So if you actually,
also, they're not a sponsor, but I recommend all the exchanges. Like, you're not getting absurd prices on these things.
I gave out a no home run parlay a month or two ago. I had the no home run on Judge and Raleigh, and that was like minus 102 combined.
That's great.
And that worked out.
Don't pay juice for that. You know,
like, no, I get it. The point I'm trying to make though is that, Joe, you actually can find no's. Bet365 has no's on home runs. I don't think FanDuel or DraftKings does, but I think some of the exchanges do. So you actually can find some no options if you dig deep enough. Anyway, before we get into any of the props that we have for the card on Wednesday, a reminder that you can also check out Sports Gambling Podcast with their giveaway, because they're giving away a $1,000 Circa NFL Future Bet with their phrase that pays. Submit the entire phrase now at sportsgambling.com/phrase to once again get a chance to win a $1,000 Circa NFL Future Bet. Anyway, moving on to the actual props that we have for the show. Adam, I'll let you go first as always. What's going to be your first prop for the Wednesday card?
I'm already looking at miscellaneouses. And I think my miscellaneous you're going to
We are sticking with the working title, by the way. They are now platonic props.
Platonic props. Oh, DPs are officially gone, by the way.
I'm saying DPs are gone, so now we're officially a platonic chastity belt household. We are
Do you
back
think
to
that it's safe to say that
props.
we killed that market, that this show killed that market? I think so.
I think the answer is yes, and I think we killed the team stolen base market last year.
Yeah, that was awesome. You remember? I know exactly when we did it too. It was Corbin Burns for the Orioles against the Phillies when you and I like tripled down on it. Was over 1.5 at minus 120.
We were doing that.
7 steals.
We were taking like the over 1.5 on like almost every Reds game as well because Ellie had a bunch.
We were picking out we were killing that market.
Yeah. We were killing that market. We had a bunch of pitchers we were fading regularly, and we won almost every time. So I forgot who was really bad. Gaussman gave up a ton of stolen bases last year.
Corbin Burns was really bad.
Burns is a given. Yeah.
Who else was really bad?
I'm trying to remember.
I'm trying to remember too. I'll have to let me look real quick.
Did we know about Cabrera back then?
Cabrera was hurt most of the year, but
Sandy was out for most of the year.
Sandy was out too, but here, I'll look at it right now real quick and then we'll jump into it. But
point is the show has killed some markets over time.
Hold on, 24. I'm gonna do 2024. Oops, update. And it was Mackenzie Gore. Corbin Burns was minus 21 net bases last year.
Yes, he was really bad.
He was like an auto. But Cabrera was bad, but like Mackenzie Gore and Corbin Burns were like feeding our families. So was Gausman. Patrick Corbin wasn't too bad.
I remember Gaussman because we took Boston against them a couple times.
Yeah. But the Rodon was okay. It was pretty bad. But I think
Syndergaard was retired by then, so he can't use.
I vividly remember Gore and Burns just being a tag team of bullshit. He gave up 35 stolen bases last year.
Yeah, pretty much. But point is that DPs are gone, so now we're moving on to other stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed the ride. I see Philly mentioning he was up about 20 units in 2 weeks, and unfortunately it got pulled. So there you go.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Excellent. I'm glad we could do this.
Hope they bring it back at some point. But either way. So what's going to be your first player prop for the show?
Okay, so the first player prop that I'm going to have for the show is the one that you and I talked about that I said, no, I want to bet that. Jesus Luzardo, 7 Ks. A little bit about Jesus. Well, first of all, let me just kind of look at Seattle. Seattle against left-handed pitchers. There are last 30 plate appearances against left-handed pitchers. This Seattle lineup, everybody has a K rate above 25%. Just going to throw that out there for baseline. And would you like to guess how many people have K rates above 30% in this lineup?
I'm going to say 6.
7.
Okay.
7 guys in this lineup have struck out 30% of the time in their last 30 plate appearances, 30% or more, led by Dylan Moore at 43%. By the way, noted left-handed specialist Dylan Moore, who has a 43% K rate against lefties. Bottom line.
You mean notable Dylan Moore, who was made available for trade before the trade deadline and nobody took him? Well, they brought in B-side Dylan Moore, who's... That was such a funny joke, though. The Mariners just announced, we're leaving Dylan Moore open for trade. And it's like, that's great. He should be playing in Korea. Like, what is that supposed to help you with?
Anyway, I took the 7 at minus 120, minus 118. We could play some alts. Maybe we'll play some alts in a. We could do a heat check underdog play and do an alt there. Maybe we'll figure it out. But gonna go with Jesus Luzardo. If you need another reason why this is a play for us, the lefties against the Mariners. The Mariners have an opposing lefty has not gone under their K prop against the Mariners since Tyler Anderson, and he stinks. And that was end of July. Tyler Anderson and Kikuchi both went under. Brandon Walter went over. Bailey Falter went over. Just it's a who's who of all these guys. Chaminade, who has not been good, went over his. Sanchez obviously had 12. Suarez had 10. This could be a nasty K event for Jesus Luzardo, and it's during the daytime, which we know he likes to come out in the daytime. So he's over this in 5 of his last 7. He's kind of they're also the reason why I'm not also going nuts on a lot of these alts is because some of these guys, they're kind of going to manage some innings. Mm-hmm. So I just don't want to go too bonkers on this stuff. So.
Yeah, I do want to point out, by the way, that I had the same play overnight, but you accidentally forgot to text me when you fell asleep, so I ended up pivoting off of it, but I also co-signed Luzardo. Thought it was a good play, too. Now, I'm going to go with the play that I pivoted with, and that is another strikeout play. It's in the Yankee game against the Rays. Give me Cam Schlittler. I'll take his over 4.5 strikeouts at minus 115. He's been pretty decent lately. He's had at least 5 strikeouts in 3 of his last 4. You mentioned the Mariners striking out a ton. The Rays have also been striking out a ton. Over the past 3 weeks, the Rays have the second highest K rate in the entire league, and over the past 4 weeks, they have the second highest K rate against righties in the league. Schlittler faced them 1 time already this season. he went over. I forgot if he had 5 or 6, but he went over this number. And you're looking at the Rays, who once again have been really, really strikeout prone over the last 3 weeks or so. Good enough for me. Same idea as Luzardo. I know Luzardo's got better case stuff, but I think 4.5 is too low for a guy with pretty decent stuff and for a lineup that's been striking out an insane amount over the last 3 weeks or so. Give me Cam Schlittler. I'll take his over 4.5 Ks minus 115.
Into it. You could do the Schlittler over Ks over walks.
Yeah, you can
SGP.
if you want to. I didn't look at the Rays walk numbers recently, so I didn't actually.
It's more
dive
just
into
that dude.
but
Just like it's the farm.
he's all over the place.
Yeah.
But the point is that the Rays seem to be swinging at a lot and they strike out a ton. So that's where I'll go for that one. But either way, Handygraphs cosigns it. Good enough for me. Anyway, what's going to be your second prop for the Wednesday card?
Before I tell you that, you want to hear a fun thing that I found out today while I was on Facebook? I don't know if you go on Facebook because you're.
I only go on Facebook I have a couple like group chats on there. I use the birthday calendar.
I use that
for the birthday calendar.
But I have your birthday. I have your birthday on my calendar now. It's in June.
I'm flattered. Anyway, I use it for the birthday calendar, and I also every time I log into Facebook, the only thing that pops up on my feed are meme groups that I'm in.
Okay.
That just share like Always Sunny memes, and then
Nice.
I'll just like copy and paste it, and I'll send them in text messages. So
Nice.
Facebook is basically a birthday and meme creator for me, and that's basically it. I don't use it for anything else.
I discovered that this kid from my high school, I shouldn't say kid, he was 2 years younger than me. This dude from my high school.
I like how you say kid, and he's also like in his 30s. He's older.
He's
than
like
me.
he's like 43. Yeah. And so he lived, I guess, in the same like they was like roommates with Sean.
Nice.
Like our Sean Green.
That's fun.
Like,
that's fun.
Yeah. And I just thought it was just super. He's like, because he saw that picture of you and I on VSiN, and then he said, "Oh, this is wild. Like Sean Green and I were roommates in Penn State during the 2 years that he was there." And I was like, "That's random." So I just sent it to Sean.
Usually, the other realization that I'll have when I'm on Facebook is I'll see people that I went to college with, and they're like, "Yeah, I went to Disney World with my 3 kids," and it's like, "You have 3 kids? Like, we're this like he's like a year or two younger than me."
You just pull out of the garage.
He's like a whole family. No, but the point is he has like a whole family. And my thoughts are, I really hope Alyssa Thomas gets those 8.5 rebounds tonight. Like we just have different priorities at this point in time. But yeah, that's usually what I see on Facebook as well. It's like people either getting engaged or having more kids, and I'm like, all right, that's my friend once told me don't have kids. So
I believe I know who that friend was. It was probably me. So that is something that I fully support. Oh man, I was trying to see if I'm still trying to find another strikeout target, but
wait. So did you mention your second prop, or you were?
No, I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
I got distracted by Sean Green.
It's all good.
Roommates with friends of mine from high school. Okay. Well, anyway, from Sean Green, we go to another legendary name we haven't brought up in a while. Do you know who that is? Martin Perez. Remember him?
Well, somebody mentioned him earlier for the walks, but I didn't mention anything because you were going to mention him about 5 minutes later.
I didn't read it. The only people's comments I read.
D. Johnson was asking about Perez 1.5 walks, so I was going to ignore it to let you mention your other prop.
I was going to wait for D. Johnson to ask me how I was doing before he asked me about his play. He didn't do that. So, yeah, man. Well, we're taking the alt on this one. For you, D. Johnson, if you're doing this in some underdog play, you could do that. That's fine. Mm-hmm. I'm taking Martin Perez 3 walks at plus 210. Give it to me. This Braves team has been walking a ton, especially against lefties, man. Also, Martin Perez, like they got to get some length out of some of these dudes, and they're going to probably be like, "Here, we need you to just eat it and wear it because you're a nobody." So, yeah, 3 walks for Mr. Perez. Let me look at. I'll do even a little.
We also have some side action on the game as a separate point, but.
We do. We like the Braves in this game.
Yeah.
But he is. He's gone over this season. He hasn't really pitched. He's only pitched 4 games this season. This is actually his first. It's actually, yeah, we're definitely taking this.
My concern is the length. That's my concern because he came back after April and he pitched 3 1/3. So I was just concerned about how much distance he'd go. But
I mean,
the White Sox have used a bunch of the bullpen because the first 2 games in the series have been absolutely crazy. I think he goes
4. Even if he goes 4, this is super easy for him to do. Everybody on this Braves team's walking right now. So yeah,
I'm fine with it. I'm just saying there is one concern that he might not go that much length, but he also stinks. So it balances out.
Yeah, it's actually plus 215
Yeah.
The alt is a terrible price on Underdog, plus 158 for 3.
That's terrible.
It's a terrible price.
Yeah.
The
point of the White Sox, though, even despite splitting the first 2 games, it's been such a high-scoring collection of games that I imagine both bullpens are exhausted.
Yeah. I like Waldrop too.
Yeah. So. Well, he's been great. His ERA is like around 1. He's been really good.
Yeah, he's been good. It's part of the reason. Like, I just think that this is a good shutdown game. So yeah, but Martin Perez, 3 walks. Let's do it, buddy.
All right, there we go. Before we get into my second prop for the show, a reminder, they're brought to you by our sponsor, MyBookie.ag. Whose bookie?
My bookie.
So you can use them to bet on baseball, bet on WNBA, bet on tennis, golf, and of course, football futures. You can also use crypto for deposits and payouts. You can also use a ton of locations. Use the promo code SGPN for 100% off the match up to $500. So $500 So they changed the actual phrasing. It's not a deposit match. It's now a 100% bet back bonus up to $500, which I'm pretty sure is just a risk-free bet. I think. Does that sound about right for a bet back? Sounds like risk-free.
Yeah, bet back is it's what DraftKings does too.
Yeah. So point is, terms and conditions apply. That's my book at the G promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm because they have a lot of different models you can make for football, whether it involves college football for NFL. They have other sports as well. For the NFL, though, they were really, really good last year fading particular players. If you wanted to, for example, take Tyreek Hill props, I'm assuming mostly unders because once Tua got hurt, his numbers fell off a cliff. 13-5 last year on his props, 31% ROI. And you could also use them for spreads and for totals. But a reminder, they also have baseball, WNBA, golf, and college football. Go to the site today. Start building your NFL models for week 1. And a reminder, get a 7-day free trial by using the promo link that we have with Rhythm. Use the link sportsgaming.com/Rhythm to get your 7-day free trial. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Finish going through the first couple props that we have for the card. Time to move on into my second prop for the show. For this one, I'm going to go with another pitcher prop. I'm going to go with a guy who's been really bad all season, especially lately. And I know he got injured a bit, came back, has not been that good either. Give me Bailey Ober. I'll take the over 2.5 earned runs at minus 125. Not going to get too creative here. He's been really bad. I'll fade him. The A's offense has been good lately. Ober also has a home run issue, which can be a problem against this team because the A's do hit a lot of home runs, whether it involves Bengaliers or whether it involves Soderstrom. 17-game hit streak, by the way, for Soderstrom, who's been really good. But the point is, I do think that Ober's going to struggle in this game. He has allowed at least 3 earned runs in 7 of his last 8. The A's have scored at least 5 runs in 8 of their last 11 road games. Ober, whether he ends up giving up hits or not, home runs are usually in his future, and this is a lineup that can go yard a couple times. Give me Ober, over 2.5 earned runs at minus 125. Thoughts on Ober?
Ober stinks.
Correct. That's the
we
main
said this.
thought.
We literally verbatim said this. That was our cap when. Oh, that was my cap when I went on Dustin's Visa. I forgot. I did Visa back to back when we were in Vegas. But yeah, Ober stinks.
Yeah. So even Ober's last 2 starts, he's only given up 4 hits in each of those 2 starts, and he still got shelled in his last outing because he gave up a couple home runs. But I didn't mention Kurtz either, who can hit a home run too. Butler's been bad lately, but of course he can go yard.
We need like 15 more hits out of Butler before the end of the season to cash the parlays. So
once again, we got time. I'm just pointing out Butler, despite the other guys on the offense kind of heating up, he's been a little bit cool, but he has power too. So they have a lot of options. Guys who can actually go yard, and Ober does leave a lot of very hittable pitches over the middle of the plate. So I like the spot here. I'll fade Ober. Give me Ober 2.5 earned runs over for this one.
Over.
Yes. Roger. What's her vector?
What's your vector?
Yeah. But I see Benny saying he's going to be there. So if you want to curse out Ober for us, you can. If you want to, no pressure. But enjoy the Twins game. Seems like a nice stadium. Never been there. But it looks pretty nice.
Was it not Progressive? It's
Target?
Target. Yeah.
Progressive is Cleveland.
No, it seems cool.
Yeah. So if only the team was better. But separate point.
Yeah, really.
If you had to pick one field in baseball today that you wish you could go to, ignoring how bad the team is, which field would you pick?
Is this based on just enjoyment of going to a game, or is this based on I haven't been there, really have always wanted to go there?
I'll let you interpret however you want.
Haven't been there, always wanted to go there is Kauffman.
Okay.
Best place, in my opinion, to watch a baseball game is Camden Yards.
Okay. I was actually supposed to do a tour of Camden one time in camp, and it got rained out, the tour,
It's
so we
one
ended
of
up
the
not doing it.
it reignited the old style ballpark trend that everybody started making everything a little flatter so that you could
Yeah.
have viewer everywhere. I mean, CBP's built the exact same way, but Camden Yards is so great.
I haven't really been to many stadiums, but if I had to pick one that I always wanted to go to, despite how bad the team is, it would either be Coors or it would be PNC.
PNC is gorgeous, apparently.
I heard PNC is very nice. If you wanted to go for Oracle too, you could do that too. I heard that one's nice as well. I imagine there's some
food
seats
is
in
really
Oracle,
good. I don't know. It's really cold.
I was going to say, I imagine some seats in Oracle, though, are probably
Seattle's
not
is
the
nice
most,
too. To Joe's point,
I imagine some seats in Oracle are not the most, I'd say, fan friendly, just based on the angles you get. So that could be a bit annoying. But PNC is probably on a short list. It looks very nice.
Yeah, PNC's good. I see Adam pointing out Rogers Center. I really want to go there.
Yeah.
Seattle's is nice. I went there for the All-Star game a couple of years ago, and it was nice. It's actually like really cool. It's a cool stadium because you can walk around the whole thing, and everything you could just pay for it with your hand.
Well, that's why I feel like people liked Coors.
And it's downtown too. It's like right next to CenturyLink. You could do all that stuff.
Yeah, I heard Coors is a very open like concourse. You could actually see a lot while you're walking around, which I think is pretty cool. But PNC is probably on that short list for me.
Yeah, no. That one's good. But yeah, Target. I've heard Target Field. And all these other central ones I've heard are great.
Yeah. So anyway, brief segue there. But I'd go with PNC if I had to pick one that I wanted to go to that never could. Anyway, point is moving on to your third prop for the card. I was stalling to help you look for another play.
Oh, well, I have the other play, but I'm just going to have I feel like I'm going to have a few miscellaneous things. Anyway, my last play, guess who's turned back the clock this season, and he's been fantastic, even though we just constantly try to fade him. We actually haven't tried to fade him. We've actually wised up.
Although I see Benny mentioning the Brewers ballpark. I've actually been there, so I can't mention that because I actually was there for a game. Fun fact, the only game I ever went to in that building, Jesus Aguilar, walk-off home run.
Really?
Fun fact, yeah. It's the only walk-off home run I've ever seen. It was against a former Red Sox Japanese pitcher, Tozawa, I think. It was like a 15-pitch.
Wait, was this that bachelor party that you went on, or whatever it was? A wedding or something?
It was a frat trip.
Yeah, like last year or 2 years ago in June.
No, I said Jesus Aguilar. Like, we're way back. I was in college at the time. It was a frat trip. I think it was Tozawa, or it might have been him. Might have been a different Asian pitcher, but it was like a 15-pitch at bat, and he hit a walk-off homer. So I actually have been to the Brewer Stadium. It's very, very nice. Yes. Very nice. But I can't include it because I've been there.
No. I want to. That's one of the ones that's on my list. Anyway, Charlie Morton under 2.5 earned runs. Houston, it's very well known, very public that they have not hit in quite some time.
That's an exaggeration. That's actually understated. They've scored 0 runs in 4 of their last 5 games.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna start now. Charlie Morton's looked great. 7-1. The last 8 right-handed pitchers, 7-1 to the under. So that is so their earned run line is 7-1 under. Minus 120. I think this is pretty good. So I'll take this. I'll take Charlie Morton to not give up a lot of those runs. And as I'm looking at Charlie, let's look at Charlie.
I believe he's made 3 starts with the Tigers. He's been very good in 2 of them, and he was bad in 1 of them.
Against an Angels team that constantly gives everyone trouble.
Killed him, and he was good against the Phillies, and he was good against somebody else.
Yeah, he was good against Minnesota.
Yeah.
So. And this is and if I do recall, this is a day game too, right? Yep, it's a day game. So day games, Charlie Morton has he gave 3 to Cleveland, 3 to Toronto. Before that, he had not given up more than 2 runs since Cincinnati on 420. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna go with this under 2.5 earned runs.
Yeah, I'm going to ask, though, is this based on mostly Morton being in a good spot, or is it just based on Houston's offense being broken?
Morton's been good, and Houston's offense isn't hitting.
Yeah, it's fine. I was just wondering if you were prioritizing one over the other.
No, so I get asked that a lot. It's just, this is a combination. It's a combination. I wouldn't be taking this if Morton wasn't pitching well. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
He, as I bring up Morton on the on Handigraphs, I'll pull him up. Let me pull him up right now. Morton is, his last 3 starts, His expected ERA is 3.34, which is lower than his actual ERA. His last 5, it's been going down. All his things are going down in the right direction. His swing strike rate's up, his K rate's up. We could call this a road game, and he's still fantastic. Last 3 starts, he has a road ERA of 1.93. Expected batting averages are really low. Like he's been good, man. He's been really good. So under on his earned runs.
Okay, for my last one, I'll do a batter prop. I got to give out a no-hit guy. I'm going to go with a guy who's been mentioned in the comment section before. Now, of course, there's a concern of if he plays or not, separate story. For this one, I'll go to the Angels, and I am going to go with Teodosio, and I'll take his under half a base at plus 100. The fact is, he stinks. He's had no hits in 5 straight. In his last 10 games, he has a K rate of 37.1. I know Martinez isn't a big strikeout guy. The point is, though, he's clearly not seeing the ball well at the plate, and he also has had 2 plate appearances in 2 straight games. So he is getting lifted mid-game. They're doing some type of platoon thing. We'll see what happens there, but Teodosio has not been very good. Martinez has allowed less than 5 hits in 4 of his last 5 starts. He wasn't very good for him. Milwaukee shelled him. Milwaukee's also, really good. But the point is, Martinez has been objectively solid for the last month when it comes to hits allowed. Teodosio, I don't think it's any good, and he might get pinch hit for. Give me the under half a base at plus 100.
Yep. I got to figure out if he's going to be in the lineup, but I like his strikeouts too.
Once again, if he doesn't, it supports the bit of I'm the king of the voids. So we'll see what happens. But
king of the voids.
The fact that it's even money for a guy that's been that bad, I think it's just a good price either way. So I'll take the risk if he plays or not, go from there. Anyway, time to move on to our new segment. It's an old segment, we renamed it. Any platonic props that you want to share with us for today?
Well, I'll eliminate this. I originally had like Kikuchi in there. I'm looking at strikeouts. We can get rid of this this one. We already have that. I kind of like okay, so Anthony Volpe has 6 strikeouts in 10 plate appearances against Drew Rasmussen, who's not going to go, doesn't tend to go deep because he's at that pitch limit. So I kind of want to pivot here. I think we're going to take Volpe to not have a hit today, even though we have a lot of different weird things going on in this game. We both like the over. I don't think Volpe has to have anything to do with that, frankly. So
it's not Volpe, by the way, but somebody was mentioning Judge and his bad numbers against Rasmussen. I was going to ask you about that as a pivot, but you can keep the Volpe conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as interested. I get that. So those things, it's funny when you see those, like when it's an alpha player like that. I'm sort of like, oh well, I still like them as a player. Like I think Volpe stinks. So
yeah,
I think
I
think he stinks either way. So it's like an added bonus. Here's this. So yeah, I think we're gonna end up doing this. Let me just double check one thing here. But I think that it feels like Volpe as a no hits is pretty good. I mean, look, he's plus 310 to strike out twice, which is absurd. But his last 10 games. Yeah, let's take Volpe no hit. He has obviously a home run and 5 hits in his last 38 plate appearances, but his last 5 games, he's batting 118, a 41% K rate. He just hasn't had a ton of the 2 strikeout games that I'm really looking. Well, let me look. Let me see if I can get this. Should I convince myself on this one? I mean, that's a bonker. 330. No, he hasn't really done it. He hasn't done it a lot. I mean, if we want to build a bomb, we can. But I think that he's earned our you're not getting a hit at all. Just because I don't think he'll do well here, and I just think he just generally kind of overall stinks. So yeah, he's 0 for 10 lifetime against Drew. So
I'm fine with that. To pivot though, Jason's mentioning Judge's bad numbers against Rasmussen as well. Is this a sleeper first PA strikeout game?
It's a definite, yeah. So there's a couple guys that are first PA. So a good way to cap first PA case. Find the guys that are have really bad history and are striking out a lot, and do that. I'll even look it up right now, guys, because you don't have another show right now, right? I don't. So you don't, right?
I don't what?
You don't have another show right now, do you?
No, I have nothing.
Okay, cool. Then we're good. I don't either.
I have baseball at 5:00.
Okay, that'll be fun.
I got tennis later, but that's going to be way later.
Well, okay. Oh, so this game is I think this Yankees game's at night, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
I
at
believe
night.
so. Yeah.
So those ones aren't up yet. But if we want to look at some other ones, I didn't realize Fromber's pitching. Why would we not take Riley Green to just strike out 1 billion times? That might be a good one. Let's do that.
I don't really want the show to take too long, but I do want to have a conversation with you at some point about Riley Green.
That he was at the Capitol on January 6th?
Not quite, but
he was.
Well, shout out to Real Muto, by the way. But anyway.
Yeah. Shout out, dude.
Shout out to Real Muto. Who I know you posted a tweet how he's done since the big beautiful bill got passed.
He's been on a tear.
But he's been on a tear. But no, I wanted to ask you about Riley Green in the future because I just wonder how good he actually is. And I can't tell
I think he's pretty good.
You think he is? Okay. So I want to have a conversation
I think
about that.
Torque is not. I don't think Torque is good.
That's fine. I
like
really
that's really what this conversation actually ends up being, because those are both top round picks. Because Riley Green,
Torque I've been out on for a long time. So
but he had a big start to the year, and I think he stinks.
That's fine. Once again,
I think Torque is basically their Nick Castellanos.
I'm not going to go too deep into it. I think that Riley Green's good. I think he's a pretty underrated outfielder in general, but I do wonder if the bat's as good as people say it is, but that's a separate story. We could dive into it another time.
I think I'm going to take your guy. Ooh, wow. Jahmai Jones is your boy. Jahmai Jones is plus 400 to get 2 Ks.
Yeah, because he might only bat twice. I mean, the point is he's going to be batting against Valdez and he's getting lifted right after it. So if you want to go for no hits on Jones, you might. The problem is Valdez can go length, but he's getting lifted as soon as Valdez comes out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not super interested in anything in this. I was looking and seeing it. I mean, he's leading off, so I'd rather do an exact first plate appearance K. Is probably
once again he's leading off, but he's getting pinch hit for Colt Keith as soon as Valdez leaves the game.
Another guy who was at the Capitol on January 6th.
Well, the name checks out.
Yeah, he was definitely there. He was.
Is he related to Toby Keith?
I don't know.
We have confirmation on that.
We should get confirmation on that. Let me just see if there's anybody else here. I'm going to look at one last thing, guys, but right now I like the Volpe no hit.
That's fun.
I think that's...
And maybe judge first PA strikeout.
Yeah, maybe. Volpe for sure. Yeah. The K rate's just absurd. Like, as I'm looking at guys that like stink against other guys today, you know who really stinks is Jesus Sanchez has stunk against...
I almost took his no hits. It was like plus 150.
Now I'm seeing the Judge thing. Judge does have those Ks there. That's not bad. So, okay. Well, let me see what Judge... Well, then let me see...
What 2 strikeouts is for Judge?
Yeah, because now I didn't realize that. So hold on. Plus 140. Ugh.
Yeah, not great. I get it.
I don't want. I don't want that. It's not for him. Not for that guy.
No, there's always a chance he might get intentionally walked 2 at some point, which kills an at bat. So that's not ideal. But yeah, anything else you want to add for platonic props?
I think we might. Okay, one last one then. Let's just do.
Well, I want to ask about the comment section actually, because I see people.
I got one. We're taking this.
That's fine.
Tyler Fitzgerald 2 Ks. He stinks.
It's awful. All right, he was good last year for a bit.
He was rookie of the month in July.
Yes, he was.
So,
he had like 9 home runs in a month, but
yeah. He was.
Shout out to.
Oh wait, or do you want his no? Do you want his no? What do you like more? Do you want his no hits, or do you want
Does he get lifted in games? I'd have to imagine he does because he's terrible.
He's bats 9th,
I imagine he'd get lifted, so I'd probably just go for the no hits.
Yeah, let's do him no hits.
We can recycle that for Underdog if you want to.
Okay, let's keep going. We forgot we had the rest of the show.
I do want to ask you though, because there are a couple of props being mentioned, so I'll just ask you about a couple of these quickly.
Sure.
I see Jeremy mentioning Andujar for 2+ hits, who has been quite good. Marte's been great too for the Reds. So I was trying to look at potentially a guy to back. Kikuchi's been struggling a bit lately. So I was looking at maybe a Reds guy to go after. Andujar, Marte, anybody for the Reds you like? Because Kikuchi has been struggling a bit lately.
Where do the Reds go after this? Let me look. So the Angels have off and the Reds have off, and then the Reds go to Arizona. So I am hesitant to. The Angels have off and stay home. The Reds have off and have to travel. I would be very hesitant to back anybody on the Reds.
Okay.
For anything positive today.
Okay.
It doesn't matter about Kikuchi. It's a travel day spot, and Like, it's a travel day spot on a team against another league. And so yeah, then they'd fly to Arizona. So I would like they're not and they have off, and the best part for them is that they have off tomorrow. So like the sooner they get there, the sooner they can just be off.
Yeah.
So there'll be a lot of early swings.
All right. Well, point is that was brought up, so I wanted to bring that up in general. Anyway, that is going to wrap it up for our actual props. Time to move on into our best bet segment. Before we get into that, the reminder, they're brought to you by Circa because they are hosting 3 of the biggest football contests of the NFL season. Don't look now. NFL season does start in a couple of weeks, so don't forget to get in on the action. You have the Circa Million contest, Circa Survivor, Circa Grandissimo, over $20 million, guaranteed prizes. And a reminder that SGPN will be there from the 21st, 23rd. Starting tomorrow, a lot of guys at SGPN will be in attendance at Circa. If you want to meet them, we will not be. We were there last week.
We were there last week.
We got a head start. Point is, though, if you do want to stop by, you can also get a nice discount for your hotel room at Circa. Use the code SGP15, get 15% off your stay at Circa. Contest is open to everyone. Don't forget to sign up with Nevada, play with the proxy that we have. Go to footballcontest.com. Use code SGP, $50 off your proxy fees. We're also about to run fantasy because we're doing Best Mania, happening all summer long for fantasy football, of course. 15 million prizes, 200 first place. Different format, though. No waiver wire, no trades. And a reminder, they can also use Underdog for pick'em entries. We'll give out one in a second. You want to 500 times your entry. Underdog also has a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5, get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with the promo code MLB SGPN. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Went through our props for the show. Time to go on into our best bets. Adam, what is your best bet for the Wednesday card?
Luzardo 7Ks.
Okay. I can get behind that too.
Which I was like, if I'm like, I need that play, like from you, like, you know that how much I liked it. By the way, I joined a DGen best ball league.
Okay.
$300 entry. You want to split the team with me?
I've never done best ball my entire life.
I haven't either. So that makes
how many people are in the league?
I think like 12, 10. It's a best ball league though. So we just had the show.
We can talk about it. Yeah, you just sit in and forget about it. It's fine.
Yeah, I already
it's like a future bet for fantasy football.
Yeah, basically.
All right, we can talk.
And they do slow draft for the thing, so I'm just gonna add you. Are you on Sleeper?
I can re-download it.
Yeah. I'll add you to being my co-owner.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Cool. We'll figure it out.
Cool. But
that was easy.
You're going with Luzardo, which of course was going to be one of my plays too, so I like it as well. Do I want to go for Teodosio or do I want to go for Schlittler? Because those are going to be the two.
I like that. I do like that Schlittler play. They were weird on the strikeouts last night. I thought they were going to be worse against lefties, but whatever. I mean, we got what's his name? That NPC who played Pereira.
Yeah, a former Yankee prospect.
Was he really?
Yeah,
interesting.
Everson? Yeah, he did not pan out.
Everson. Oh, Everson Pereira.
Everson Pereira.
I didn't know his first name.
Yeah, but point is that I acknowledge how bad that guy is. I'll go with the player fade. Give me Teodosio under half a base at plus 100. I think he's getting pinch hit for, even if he does end up starting. If not, it gets voided, but still. I like Schlittler 2 at 4.5, but they do play in just an absolute hitter's paradise over there. So there is a chance that home runs will be a problem. Maybe he struggles, but either way, I do think Teodosio should struggle. I'll take the under half a base at even money as my best bet. Now, for the underdog entry, we mentioned a second ago, we did want to go for the Fitzgerald, no bases.
Yeah, I think that let's do.
We can start there.
Yeah, let's start there.
So that's one.
Okay.
I don't know if you wanted to recycle any of the plays that either of us gave out.
We could do.
Because Luzardo is definitely going to be like on its own. Because Luzardo, we feel good about. That could be a ladder opportunity for Luzardo.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you want to do the ladder on this to boost to boost something here?
I'm concerned underdog's payouts aren't going to be that good for the ladder. That's kind of my concern on that.
Do you want to do his higher fantasy points?
That works. I mean, do we feel good about doubling down on Luzardo today?
I do. I don't think. I mean, the record against lefties kind of speaks for itself, right?
I'm fine with that too. He could also get the win because Philly's probably going to be leading when he leaves the game.
Yeah, right.
That's fine.
So, what a bad road trip for the Mariners.
They've been terrible.
They've been terrible.
Really bad.
And they
I brought it up on the show.
Literally haven't been able to take advantage of the fact that the Astros haven't scored, like you said, in 5 games, and this is what they're doing on their road trip. That's bad.
No, they won the series opener against the Mets in that crazy game, and they proceeded to do nothing the next 4 games. So
the Mets were up 5-0 in that game, weren't they?
Yeah, they were up by a ton. They came back, and then since then they've been terrible. Yeah. So either way,
We got one person. We need one third play. Let me look. Let me do. I've been good with this ball go boom filter.
I was going to say we could do Volpe if you want to for no hits.
And just not take them straight.
Yeah, it's up to you.
I don't really want to take them straight, so I'd rather.
That's fine.
I'd do
we
that.
We could fade Volpe. It's fine.
Lower. Okay, so we have solid. Okay, so we have Jesus Luzardo higher 35.5 fantasy points. Anthony Volpe lower 0.5 total bases. Tyler Fitzgerald lower 0.5 total bases. 6.42 multiplier.
Okay, sounds good to me. We did win the last time, so let's try to make it 2 in a row.
We've been 3 of our last 5.
Yeah, we've been solid. That.
Or 4 of our last. No, 3 of our last 5.
3 of our last 5. I think it might be 4 of our last 6 with one that was reduced, but it's fine either way. Point is, you're up a decent amount if you've been backing your unrug plays for the last couple weeks. See a question from J-Main, though, about FOD, a 2+.
Hold on, I'm betting this money. For us.
I'm saying, as you do that, just something I'm putting up.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hold on, I just did it. Why do they keep offering us lightning promos?
Because they keep wanting you to put more money into the thing.
I did that one for us, and it won. That's why.
Yeah. We turned it on them.
Let's see, Scott. I'm sending this to you.
Yep. All good.
Go. Okay. That's good because I don't really want to take either of those straight. Okay. What was the question? It was about FOT.
He wanted to know about the FOD at 2+ walks. We'll wrap it up on this, but he did ask before, and I forgot to mention it.
No, that's okay. I don't love it.
Okay.
So don't love it.
What's the pushback for
it? He's only gone over this 4 times since the end of June, and I'm not really seeing the walk rates on this guards team that I would have wanted here. I mean, yeah, it doesn't do it for me. Sorry. Yeah, it just the hit rate's not there. He's also do you want the deep data on it? His walk rate would be qualified as in elite territory over the last 3 starts, 6.5. Last 5, it was 5.6. So it's slightly up, but not. He's been really good, actually. I want to find a way to back him.
So. Okay, there we go. Anyway, it's going to wrap it up for the show. I'll be back later today with Dylan to break down the Thursday games. A reminder, if you want my thoughts for the Wednesday game breakdowns for spreads, totals, etc., money lines, check out the episode before this one. Did the show Tuesday afternoon with Lonte. Anyway, point is next time, I'll be back on Friday, of course, with the prop show with Adam. So, last week, we ended up doing a Saturday show. That was a one-off. We are back to going through the normal schedule. We're back on Friday for the props. Anyway, until next time, good luck to all of you.